It was not.
Yeah, it was.
No.
It's totally up to you, but you'd have to ask me questions. I know I can generate.
Were these trees alive?
These are all the wood trees found. These are discarded Christmas trees that I burnt, and in fact, all the wood in this piece is burnt.
So the surface.
Get them all with a torch and learn the hard way how fast
it can go up.
Christmas tree goes up.
Right.
Yeah.
And
I started in my studio with it, and it started to take off, and I freaked out, and I started to pat it out,
right.
And it was like napalm.
Oh, jeez. Oh my god. Oh my god. When I just touched it, it seemed kind of fragile. Do they come apart when you move them? Or?
I'm young as I get older, not to make one big solid thing.
Right. Right.
She gives it to David. Delete anything. It's like the bad life commercial.
David, will you any which one is?
Daniel. This piece is brink, and you are past the brink. A piece of this shot through the other side of the elevator into the wall 8 feet away.
Oh my god.
Yeah. It's fun. But that's sort of like
right.
Rupturing change is
really like
where I see most of this happen. And by that I mean like crack a book, although the neurochemical is part of the whole thing, but this is sort of the alchemical book of.
How do you apply this stuff?
You have to prepare the wood pretty rigorously. And
right.
with an X-Acto blade.
Right.
Yeah. Numerous attempts sometimes. And if I think of it as the tone.
Like that?
I mean, this is poplar. This is New York street root.
Is it? Oh,
yeah.
That's good.
Well, some branch was growing across the ground, and it was making these incredible. Should be a little overly worms.
What about that?
Split.
Yeah.
I see that as the synapse of the show. That's the rupture that allows the show to happen in a way. It's I took this piece of plywood, and we have this 30-ton elevator in
Which one?
this sculpture on the pedestal and the black burned wood piece. They're both called a perfect solid.
Okay.
And that's the indefinite article of a perfect solid is important. That's not the perfect solid. So there's two of them. They occupy different space, but each one is an unfolded dodecahedron. So
what is that?
A 12-sided regular polygon that is the fifth. Well, it's the last conceptually of the Platonic solids, and Plato imagined that the first four are represent earth, air,
right.
water, fire,
right.
And the fifth brings them all together and represents everything, and has been ascribed alchemical and mystical properties, represents the movement of the heavens and things like that. I've unfolded them, hit upon that, doubled them, and with them, like Cook and the model train or whatever, something like that. It used to be that I would be working with wood, and then wood and steel covered with this holographic laminate, and everyone's like, nature, technology. I was like, no, It's more than that.
Right.
It's much more than that.
Right.
And it needed, and the paint started that, but then the moss and lichen really did it. Like it just come out blended, generative space, instead of being separate. So
this stuff film's really cool.
those, I don't know if you've ever seen the